Not all magic sleeps forever. Sometimes.
It chooses someone to wake it. The ancient woods held secrets deeper than any root, older than any stone. For centuries, the magic lay dormant, a quiet hum beneath the soil, a forgotten whisper on the wind. But the world had changed. The balance was shifting, and the forest, the very heart of this ancient power, felt it. It needed a champion, a conduit, someone pure of heart and strong of will to rekindle its fading light. And so, it waited, watching the world of mortals through the eyes of its oldest guardian. From the deepest part of the woods, where sunlight dared only to dapple the mossy ground, the spirit watched. It was a creature of bark and leaf, of shadow and moonlight, its form shifting like smoke in a breeze. Its eyes, 2 points of soft, ethereal light, were fixed on the boy. Leo. He was different from the others who sometimes trespassed into the sacred groves. They came with noise and carelessness, leaving behind trails of disruption. But Leo came with a quiet reverence, a sense of wonder that resonated with the forest's own pulse. He wasn't searching for anything in particular, at least not consciously. He was simply drawn here, to this place of profound silence and towering trees. He'd run his small hands over the rough bark of a 1,000-year-old oak, his touch gentle, almost questioning. He'd crouch by a stream, not to disturb it, but to watch the water skippers dance on the surface, his face a mask of concentration. The spirit saw this. It saw the boy's innate connection, the unspoken respect he held for life in all its forms. This was the 3rd time Leo had ventured so close to the spirit's sanctum. The first time, he had been a mere silhouette at the edge of the clearing, hesitant. The second, he had stepped just inside, his eyes wide with awe at the cathedral of trees. Today, he was bolder. He walked towards the heart of the clearing, a place where a single moon petal flower grew, its luminescence a beacon in the perpetual twilight. It was a flower that bloomed only once a century, nourished by the sleeping magic. The air grew thick, heavy with unspoken power. The leaves stopped rustling. The distant birdsong fell silent. It was as if the entire forest was holding its breath.
The spirit remained motionless in the shadows.
A knot of ancient wood and woven vines, indistinguishable from the trees around it. It felt the magic stirring, responding to the boy's proximity.
It was like a sleepy giant beginning to stretch its limbs.
Tiny motes of light, like dust caught in a sunbeam, began to swirl around Leo, unseen by his mortal eyes.
Leo stopped a few feet from the moon petal. He didn't reach for it.
He simply stood, captivated by its gentle glow.
A smile touched his lips, pure and unburdened.
He was unaware of the immense power gathering around him. The ancient guardian observing his every move. He felt a sense of peace here, a feeling of being home. He had always felt like an outsider in his own world, a boy who preferred the company of books and nature to the boisterous games of others. Here, in the quiet heart of the woods, he felt understood.
The spirit extended a tendril of its consciousness, a delicate probe of magical energy.
It wasn't an attack, but a question. It brushed against Leo's mind, not with words, but with feelings. It felt the boy's loneliness, his curiosity, his deep well of kindness.
It felt no greed, no malice, no desire to conquer or control. This was the one. The vessel was pure.
The choice was made.
As the spirit withdrew its probe, the magic in the air coalesced. The glowing motes of light began to dance faster, weaving intricate patterns around the boy. A soft, melodic hum filled the clearing, a sound that was felt more than heard. Leo's eyes widened. He could feel it now, a strange warmth spreading through his chest, a tingling sensation on his skin. He looked around, his initial wonder turning to a slight apprehension. He was alone, yet he felt a presence, ancient and vast, all around him. He looked back at the moon petal flower. As he watched, it began to pulse with a brighter light, its rhythm matching the beat of his own heart. A single, shimmering petal detached from the flower and floated towards him. on an invisible current. It drifted lazily through the air, leaving a trail of faint golden sparks in its wake. Leo, mesmerized, instinctively raised his hand. The petals settled gently onto his open palm. The moment it touched his skin, a surge of energy shot up his arm. It wasn't painful. It was exhilarating. Images flooded his mind. Not his own memories, but the memories of the forest itself. He saw the turning of seasons sped up into a blur, the growth of trees from saplings to giants, the flow of rivers carving paths through stone. He saw creatures of myth and legend walking through these very woods, their forms made of starlight and shadow. He felt the deep, slow consciousness of the forest. Its joy, its sorrow, its immense, patient love for all that lived within it. The spirit watched as the boy's eyes fluttered closed, his small body trembling with the influx of power. The transfer was happening. The sleeping magic was waking, bonding itself to this young, human soul. The air crackled, and the very ground seemed to vibrate with latent energy. The other trees in the clearing seemed to lean in, their branches like embracing arms. The forest was accepting him, welcoming him as its own. The simple brown of his irises was now flecked with gold, shimmering with the same light as the moon petal. He looked at his hand. The petal had dissolved, absorbed into his skin, leaving behind a faint, glowing mark shaped like a leaf. He could see them, now the motes of light, the threads of energy that connected every tree, every leaf, every stone. He could hear the whispers of the trees, the song of the soil. The world he knew had peeled back a layer, revealing a vibrant, magical reality he never dreamed existed. He looked towards the shadows where the spirit stood, though he still couldn't see it clearly. But he could feel it. He felt its ancient wisdom, its watchful presence, its quiet approval. He wasn't afraid. A sense of purpose, clear and strong, settled over him. He didn't understand it all. Not yet. But he knew, with absolute certainty, that his life had just changed forever. He was a part of something bigger now, something wondrous and vital. The spirit receded deeper into the shadows, its task complete for now. The boy was chosen. The magic was awake. The initial bond was forged. Now, the boy would need to learn, to grow, to understand the responsibility that now rested on his small shoulders. The path ahead would not be easy.
There were other forces in the world.
Those who would seek to corrupt or consume this power for themselves. But for tonight, the forest was safe. Its champion had been found. As Leo slowly turned and began the walk back out of the clearing, the magical activity subsided. The glowing motes faded. The hum silenced, and the air returned to normal.
To any outside observer, it was just a boy walking out of a forest at dusk.
But the golden flecks in his eyes and the glowing mark on his palm told a different story. He carried a universe of magic within him now, a seed of immense power waiting to bloom. The forest spirit watched him go, a silent promise hanging in the air. It would continue to watch, to guide, and to protect him.
The first step had been taken. The real journey was about to begin.
Magic sleeps again, but not for long. The leaf glows. The story isn't over. Enjoyed this epic journey? The adventure doesn't have to end here. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join our fellowship for more fantasy excitement. New quests and untold stories await you every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter.